Larson here for the Last Comic Shop, and I'm here with Chad Smith and Jay Scott, and we're going to be doing a little bit of extra bonus unboxing. I don't know. We went to a comic book shop recently. We all did. We got stuff, and so we're going to show it off to you. We got stuff. What's in this stuff? You know, so I'm going to go first. So you might have listened to a previous episode of the Last Comic Shop when we talked about John Byrne's run of Sensational She-Hulk, which is great. It's super awesome. And if you don't know about that, go listen to that show. I'm not going to talk about it more here. But anyways, I went to Ollie's, which is like this discount place. It's so good. And if you go in there at certain times, they've got certain awesome stuff. And I got this. Wow, look at that. This is the Sensational She-Hulk by John Byrne. This is the complete collection in JA's favorite format, the omnibus. So not your traditional bus, the omnibus. So ride on this thing because it's good. But you know what I love about this particular book? Not only do I love the John Byrne art, but I love the fact that this particular book, as you may or may not know, John Byrne didn't do all of the Sensational She-Hulk. He took a break around, I think it was issue
8. Yeah, so he did the first 8 issues, then he comes back at 30. Does the omnibus just ignore the stuff that's not John Byrne?
Exactly. So in this particular collection, you get a Marvel graphic novel from 1982 done by John Byrne, starring Sensational She-Hulk. You also get basically Sensational She-Hulk 1 through 8. Then it skips forward to 31 through 46, and then you get 48 and 50. And what's awesome about it is, for those folks that may or may not know, when John Byrne retook over the series at issue 31, he put a great cover out, and I'm going to show it to everybody here because I just think it's the best. So it is basically him trying to tack on an issue 9 in the cover in the corner box, but it's actually issue 31. So he's like, yeah, you remember those issues done by somebody else? Yeah, they don't count. So that's classic John Byrne, just kind of being a passive aggressive guy. Anyways, no, it's great stuff. These covers, this series, I don't know. She's gorgeous in this book, and it's fun. And so I'm glad that I picked it up for like $30. Like $30. That's crazy for this much. All right, Chad, what did you get?
Okay, so Ides, local legendary shop Ides, was having their annual sale where you got 50% off of used graphic novels. And I can thank JA. He's turned me on to the omnibus life. And so I could not pass up 1,500 pages of Jack Kirby's Fourth World. I was able to find this, and the best part, like, because I'm a cheap human being, it was used already. So Ides would traditionally knock half off the retail for the used price, and then it was 50% off of that. So for under $40, I got all of Mr. Miracle, the Forever People, the Jimmy Olsen issues that Jack Kirby did whenever he went to DC in 1975. It's beautiful stuff, and a tome that is heavy enough it could destroy all of us. And because while I love Jack Kirby, I also am a big fan of Steve Ditko, and I found an awesome Steve Ditko book, Ditko Unleashed. It was a little bit rougher shape. I got that guy. It's got some really awesome process pages of Steve Ditko, including some of his Doctor Strange and Spider-Man stuff. And I learned a lot about it. And this book is interesting too. It has English on one side of the and then the other column's in Espanol. So I might be teaching myself Spanish with this. And wait, one more thing.
One more thing.
So it wasn't just comic books that were on sale. It was also toys. And I made one of those impulse buys that I kind of regret and kind of don't. It's the talking tick. With a life-sized Patrick Warburton head and a very, very tiny body to go along with it. But he needs new batteries. I didn't put batteries in yet. I didn't think we were doing this video today.
Did Patrick Warburton sue them for making that? Because that's horrible.
That is horribly awesome.
That is the worst likeness of anybody ever.
It looks just like him.
If he was massively constipated.
Oh, no! That's great.
That's awful. No, you have to put. I do want you to put batteries in that eventually. I have to hear what he said, like what he says.
They're clips from the show, that great show that only made it one season.
Oh, it's true. Do you have anything to share with us, J.A.?
Well, I do have a couple things. One, it's going to be sort of a virtual share because you actually bought it for me when you were at Ollie's.
Okay.
So if you want to get out the, not an Omni, but a hardcover collection of X of Swords. I so much loved that review, and it was on sale at Ollie's for $30. So that collects the entire run of the X of Swords miniseries, or crossover event, rather. So I look forward to having it in large format.
Yeah. And by the way, these are all shows. All these books that we've been covering today, they're all things we've done in the last comic shop, at least. I mean, we did Sensational She-Hulk, we did, Jack Kirby's New Gods, we did X of Swords. So go listen to those shows. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. And
check out your local comic shops, kids.
Yes.
And then also recently arrived in the mail the next
Wow.
Savage Sword of Conan Omni. This is volume 5. Volume 6 is in the order box. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. Waiting for it to come down in price a bit. But like all of them, Marvel, I'm really happy that Marvel's doing this because I can imagine that there's probably not as many Conan readers as there once used to be. And to put out Savage Sword of Conan, which is black and white primarily and was the magazine run, is quite something. But it's just beautiful black and white art with incredible painted covers.
Oh yes. Anytime you get painted covers. Which one does so that's volume 5 of this omnibus series. What does that get us up to in terms of the issues? What is included in that one?
That's a good question.
Should be on the back cover. Usually
it's
it is.
Not. Yeah.
Oh geez.
I just see the covers, but it doesn't tell me what is in it.
Oh wow. Hold on. That's okay. This is all good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see some more of that Tick.
Dancing Tick. Remember the year I dressed up like the Tick for Halloween and I wore the same costume?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know which one was more terrifying. I think the toy. Honestly.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so this Omni goes issues 61 through 72.
Okay.
Of Savage Sword of Conan.
But
what I also like is they reprint not obviously Savage Sword of Conan was a magazine, so you had a lot more than just the comic book bit.
Right.
Oh, that tick is throwing me off every time. So they repost the letters. There's articles on like the upcoming Conan movie.
Okay. Yeah, it is nice that they include a lot of that stuff. And Savage Sword is, it was a little bit more adult than what we were even getting in the standard Conan book. So like, if you like your high fantasy a little more risque, then that Savage Sword of Conan omnibus collection is for you, for shows.
Yeah. What say you?
Yes, what say you, Patrick Warburton Tick?
Risque.
All right. Well, make sure that you tune into the Last Comic Shop. Every Tuesday, we've got brand new comic book recommendations and reviews on a variety of different awesome books that we're doing. And make sure that you come back to our YouTube channel for more of these videos in future, because we're going to do them. They're awesome. And hopefully that guy doesn't...
See you then, chum.
That's just terrifying.
Oh.